How is it going, everyone? Of course, we had the launch of PlayStation Plus Premium today, and it might be a big game coming to the Plus Premium service as a trial, a big upcoming game in The Last of Us Part 1, of course, The Last of Us remake dropping on PlayStation 5 and later on PC. We'll talk about that, take it for a rumor with a grain of salt, but we'll mention that as well. Overwatch 2, got a bit of an update on that, and Solstice is an RPG that some of you guys might be aware about. It's coming from Modus Games and developer Reply Game Studios. Looks pretty interesting. We finally got a release date on that. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, as it is circulating on the web, there was an image of the all-new PlayStation Plus with clearly The Last of Us Part 1, the remake, graphics or, imagery from that remake, the box art actually, being posted alongside it, and that is making a lot of people think that this is going to have a PlayStation Plus trial available for premium subscribers. I should say top-tier subscribers, you guys know how all that works. Just talking about The Last of Us Part 1 remake because I didn't talk about it much. It definitely looks really good and it's built ground up for the PlayStation 5. It's just, I wish that this was a game they would have stepped away from the $70 price tag, maybe done $50 or $60. I can complain about that until I'm blue in the face, but at the end of the day, it comes down to one thing. Are people gonna buy it at $70? And all of you guys know the answer to that question. It's gonna sell very, very well. I heard the Firefly edition or whatever is already sold out. I know people are buying it as a collector's item, maybe to resell it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I kind of wish it would have been a bit under 70 bucks. I think $60. I mean, $60 even at that point is a little expensive, but, it seems like a lot of people do have that opinion, but as I just mentioned, it comes down to one thing. Things are going to be priced at the price point that people are going to pay for, and how Sony is going to make the most amount of money. I don't like it, but that's just the reality of this situation. Last of Us Part 1, one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love that game. I thought it was a phenomenal game, and I'm excited that it is getting a remake, and the fact of the matter is it's making such a quick turnaround. September of this year, it is in fact hitting this year, and it looks like God of War will be hitting this year as well, so we're capping off the year with two pretty notable titles, and Last of Us getting a trial, I think is pretty cool. For a lot of people, maybe they never played the first Last of Us. I mean, that game came out back in 2013, the remaster came out in 2014. If they're a Plus Premium or Extra subscriber, they'll have the opportunity to play that trial, presumably speaking. I would imagine that this would be one of those trials that, unlike Horizon that has a 5-hour trial, this would be more along the line of a 2-hour trial, just because Last of Us 1 isn't like the most lengthy game in the world. I mean, you can complete it fairly quickly. You could take your time with it and, spend 18 hours on the game. But you could also complete it rather quickly, so I imagine that this is probably going to be a 2-hour trial, much like the Uncharted collection is a 2-hour trial as well. Horizon's a pretty lengthy game. I mean, even if you bum rush through Horizon Forbidden West, you're still going to be spending 30-35 hours on the game, I would think. So that game makes sense to have a 5-hour trial. This one, a 2-hour trial, or maybe a 3-hour trial, I think is going to suffice, and I think that's what they're going to offer. Alright, moving on from that, a lot of games being announced. I want to cover a couple that we do have updates on. Overwatch 2 will launch as a free-to-play title in early access for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Yeah, we're running the gamut on platforms here. It'll be dropping on October 4th. Blizzard officially noted we can't wait to roll out the beginning of the Overwatch 2 experience on October 4th and introduce an exciting new competitive vision featuring amazing new content and a reimagining of the iconic heroes, maps, and gameplay that made the original game so compelling. This is the beginning of an always-on and always evolving era for the franchise and a recommitment to serving players with frequent and substantial updates planned well into the future to keep Overwatch 2 fresh and fun for many years to come. Featuring a new 5v5 multiplayer format with cross-platform play and cross-platform progression, Overwatch 2's player versus player experience is designed to offer incredible and fresh competitive gameplay with a new free-to-play model and major game updates such as new heroes, hero reworks, maps, modes, and premium cosmetics. Oh, you gotta love them premium cosmetics. I mean, that's to be expected with a free-to-play title. At launch, players will have an opportunity to get their hands on the newest tank hero to join the ruthless Australian-born ruler of Junkertown, the Junker Queen. More details on the Junker Queen, Overwatch 2's live service model, and seasonal content plan, and the upcoming phase of the game's closed beta testing will be shared during an Overwatch 2 reveal event stream. That'll be happening on YouTube, Twitch, and it will be happening Thursday, June 16th. That's this Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Your local time may vary. So the Junker Queen is the second new hero reveal for Overwatch 2 and the franchise's 34th hero overall. Again, Overwatch 2 hitting early access on October the 4th. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the shift to the free-to-play model. I know some people will like that. I know that's gonna obviously open up the game to a lot of people, and that's obviously the idea of a free-to-play model, but I know some people are also inherently against free-to-play games for a myriad of reasons, but I won't get into that right now. Lastly, what I will get into is Solstice, a hack-and-slash action RPG, action-adventure game that looks quite good. I've been talking about this game for a little bit, but now we officially have a release date. It'll be coming September 20th. So this is right around the corner. It was scheduled fall of 2022. Technically, September 20th is beating out that fall release window. At least I think. Fall starts September 21st, right? So they are getting the jump on the release. Obviously, pretty much hitting the time frame that we expect. I think the game looks pretty slick as an action title. Looks like it's got some super fast-paced gameplay. The game itself is a next-gen exclusive title, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. A new story trailer did just drop from the game. The striking fantasy-inspired world of Solstice will transport players to places filled with danger and beauty thanks to a diverse combo-based battle system supported by a multitude of weapons and customization options. You'll have a near-endless array of stylish and creative ways to dispatch your enemies as they explore a city in ruin. However, as the duo fight to reach the tier in the sky above, their challenges will become greater and their surroundings more hostile and twisted. Honestly speaking, from a visual standpoint, you know, this isn't one of those games that's obviously a next generation title. I think the game looks fine. It's just not absolute blowaway like some next gen exclusives have looked at this stage of the game. The game notes explore a dark world brimming with hidden mysteries, master a diverse combat system, and inhabit the dual forces of two sisters in a coming-of-age fantasy story with fast-paced action, vicious enemies, and breathtaking boss fights. So again, that's going to be dropping September 20th, and now you're really seeing that latter portion, the final 4 months of the year, that is coming together, and I think it's looking like a pretty solid roster of games that we can expect for the next, 4 to 6 months or so, because later in June, there's some good stuff coming out as well, and then July, there's some stuff in August, September, October, November, December. Hopefully, barring any delays, it's going to be packed with a lot of high-quality game releases, so super excited about that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, rumblings that Last of Us Part 1, the remake, is going to have a PlayStation 5 free game trial for Plus Extra. That's a mouthful. It's a trial. I guess it's not first of all, it's not a free game. It's just a trial. I would imagine it's going to be 2 to 3 hours long, given that, it would be around the length of the Uncharted collection. But, yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Take it with a grain of salt for now, but I did see the image before it got pulled as well. That image is no longer there, so, yeah, take that for what you will. But I would imagine the majority of first-party releases are gonna have trials. Like, I fully expect God of War Ragnarok to have a game trial available for Plus Extra subscribers. So, yeah, free-to-play, Overwatch 2. Let me know what you guys think about that. That's coming to early access on October 4th, and more information will be rolling out about that later this week. And Solstice, a brand new action RPG, will be coming September 20th. A little bit under the radar that game is going, but keep on lock to that. That could be one of the more surprising games of the year, even if you have no plans on picking it up at full price. That's a game that come Black Friday, I could easily see it being around the $35 range, so keep that in mind as well. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.